title of today's lecture is Closing of the Arteries, Opening of the Heart, a medical, emotional, and spiritual journey. And when I say I'm honored to be here with you and I'm grateful, I always mean that, and I mean it more than ever, because 2 weeks ago I was rushed on the paramedics to the hospital. I knew an artery was closing up. I'd had a heart attack 7 years ago. I knew I was in danger. My blood pressure, the symptoms all told me that, and I was correct. Why do I call it an opening of the heart? The artery closes. I had 80% occlusion. One of the arteries closed about 80%. They put a stent in. It's now open. And the reason I call it opening of the heart is I have found before, when I felt my life in danger through medical crisis, I found a veil lifted. And let me tell you about the veil. The veil has to do with being busy every day and the daily concerns of paying bills and going from point A to point B, shopping and so forth, and the concerns that we have. In that sense, it doesn't have to become a veil, but what recedes back is a deeper reality. And so when the veil has lifted for me each time, the most hidden aspect of myself would emerge, which is the enormous love that's in my heart. And I look at my wife, Maheen, and weep in that love, and see others, and I see such an exquisite, poignant beauty in the nurse, in the janitor going by, and other patients walking around. I'm sure it's how we are to see each other, but that's the veil that lifts, the opening of the heart that happens, that can happen if we have ourselves prepared for how we meet the prospect of our own death. We're talking so much beauty reduced to tears, beautiful, joyous tears of love. Incredible. And each time it's happened to me, or I've had to be hospitalized, that's what happened. What a way to live. It tends to get lost to some extent. The veils come back, but I never forget that's the deepest part of myself. So if somebody were to say, who are you? What is the most hidden of the hidden within yourself? It's my love, which as a man I was quite embarrassed about in my younger years. So that's the opening of the heart that happens. Now, there are two power thoughts that I use as they were hauling me off in the paramedics and had the oxygen on me and giving me nitroglycerin sprays and so forth. You're dealing with uncertainties. You don't know if you can live or die or what's going to happen to you. You're having a stroke, a second heart attack. You don't know what's going on. Lord, I joyously walk into the unknown, trusting in you completely forever. Lord, I walk joyously into the unknown, trusting in you completely forever. Now, in the Dr. Nimmer's mind-body workout system, there's a whole technology for how to internalize thoughts and how to amplify those thoughts to make them more powerful within ourselves. One is the repetition, doing it every 5 minutes and then twice an hour thereafter. And I've been repeating it a lot since, because I'll sometimes get some symptoms, whatever. Lord, I walk joyously into the unknown, trusting you completely forever. So forever is an expander, completely is an amplifier. Those are two of the factors. And if you close your eyes, it's a focuser. Lord, I joyously walk into the unknown, trusting in you completely forever. Now, there's also what's called a shield penetrator, because some of the moments you don't feel too joyous. That's for sure. You're going through one of my symptoms was confusion, weakness, numbness over my face. So it's what's called a shield penetrator, so you don't get a negative reaction to your own thought. For instance, a coach can say to an athlete, you have a negative attitude. That's why you're not doing better in the game. Tell yourself you can do it. He goes, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And he thinks, well, I'm just trying to talk myself into that. I know I can't do that, that's why I'm trying to psych myself in. Gets a negative reaction to his own thought. So one of the 23 factors in Dr. Nimmer's mind-body workout system is a shield penetrator. It goes like this. Even with my uncertainties, in reality, I can do it and I will do it. Even with uncertainties, in reality, I can do it and I will do it. That way he doesn't get a negative reaction to his own thought. So some of the times I had to use Lord, I want to walk joyously into the unknown, trusting completely in you.